your way to do something that's very, very good. And he is no respecter of person. Is that not so? Yeah, that's so. But now back to the praise house. Y'all heard what I said, ain't it? It was the first place we could be by ourselves. We ain't had to worry about the white folks coming in, listening to us unless they climbed to the window. I ain't never read that in no book, that they stood outside and climbed, stepped up on the thing and climbed. I ain't never read that. But anyway, we was by ourselves, and in doing so, we were able to talk about the situation that we found ourselves to be in. Now, there's two main characters in the praise house that you need to know something about. There were a lot of African countries involved from the west side of Africa. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't go over there and steal some people from the east coast of Africa, but mainly 3 out of 4 Africans would come from the west coast. Sierra Leone, Ghana, Gambia, Cameroon, Senegal, Togo, Benin, and the Congo, just to mention a few. Mixed up with England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Spain, France, Portugal, and Germany, just to mention a few. But now 2 main tribes, and I'm going to use them because I grew up with the phrase house Negroes and field Negroes. Now, let me start with the field Negroes. They would have been the Bantus. Now, I like the Bantus. The Bantus refused to pick up the European ways. So they became the field Negroes. And you know what? They fought so much that 2 to 3 years after capturing the Bantus, white folks stopped getting them, cause them Africans would raise hell. But now what you can see that remains from the Bantu is when we sing and dance movements, because the Bantu maintained his Africanism. Now, what do I mean by that? Gladys, come here and stand next to me for a minute right here. Now, Gladys is the Bantu, and I'm the lady from Europe. Okay. And I'm going to give you, okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Now, sing the way we sing in church. Amazing grace, how sweet.
All right.
The sound. And now see, that's the band too. That's the band too. That's the band too. So now you see, the Bantu left us with the ability to improv, the ability to tap into the soul. That's the Bantu. Now, the Wolofs, I love the Wolofs too, because the Wolofs were the house Negroes. Now, when I grew up, the word house Negroes was not a nice thing, okay? But when I did my research and found out about the Wolofs were some bad boys. Now, let me tell you what they did. They learned the language of the European without the European knowing his language. And so therefore, when we would move toward, let's say, the Underground Railroad, the house Negroes could help plan the escape because he knew what the European was planning to do. Them were some bad boys. But not only did they do that, they helped to develop language for us all so that we could understand one another. I love using this word. So often in our textbooks, it teaches all Americans that the African was monolithic. Europeans are not monolithic. And surely Africa being a continent, you can place the United States in Africa 3 1/3 times. So they're not monolithic. But you see, the Wolofs were able to bring us together with the tongue so that we could better communicate. Not only did he do that, but he was also an artisan. So he was the one that used calligraphy, the one that could help build the, what you call them graves on the top? What? No, sarcophagus, what you call it? Y'all ain't no smarter than me. I thought I was looking at some smart people out here. I thought I was going to jump out, especially you. You put them little round glasses on your face. You look like sort of nerdy, but you sort of handsome too, you know. And I just knew you was going to, ooh. But, yeah, anyway. But, they would do the calligraphy on that. And if you go to Penn Center, you will see some of the graves. If you go behind the back of Penn Center, if you travel over to Defusky, you can see some of their handwriting. Oh, the Warlock, they were some bad poets too. But now I done told you just enough that should whet your appetite. Don't ever take one person's word. Go and study to show thyself approved. Go and study and learn who you are. And I'm not just talking about or talking to black Americans, but I'm talking to white Americans as well, so that you can remove whatever mess that's in your head. You can just cut it open like this here and take that. If Pastor wasn't sitting here, I would tell you what to do. I would tell you like this: cut your head open and take that doo-doo out and put some new doo-doo in. How's that? Whatsoever, you got my point, ain't it? Lord Jesus. Oh, Lordy. But I'm going to tell you this story, then we're going to get back singing. You know, in the textbooks, the earlier writings about the Negro, it showed him to be slowful, lazy, couldn't think. But when you wasn't a wise man, but when you listen to the Negro spirituals, you should know that that wasn't true. But now this story addresses that. There was this man, a big plantation owner from, they say, England. I ain't been there. They told me the story, and I'm gonna tell y'all. I believe it to be true, but I ain't know. And he was called, because he was a potent man, he was called to come down to the townhouse to talk business about the city. So he got all dressed up. Now, he was a proper and a proud man. Oh, yes, sir. He stood about 5'6" back then. That was tall, you know. So he was a tall man. And he told John was his servant boy. And he told John to help get his clothes together so he could get ready to go down to the townhouse. John did exactly that right there. So he helped the master put his pants on. And them pants was, just right. Then John helped him put his boot on. So he looked at his boot and he did like that to make sure they would shine. Oh, Lord. Then he put his shirt on, and the shirt was white, like the cloud. And it had the ruffle in it, you know, looking like freshly washed cauliflower. And he looked so good and handsome. He said, John, can you help me put my vest on? So John helped him put the vest on. John helped me with my coat. John helped me put the top coat on. So he was such a proud and a vain man. He stood in the mirror and he looked at himself. Oh, he turned around like this here and he tried to look at the back of himself. Then he turned around and he looked at John and he said, John, my boy, how do I look? And John said, you look mighty fine, sir. You look like the lion in the back of the barn. The master looked at John. He so bang, he took another look at himself. My. John, he ain't quite understanding John. Now John getting a little tick with the master. He said, yes, sir. How do I look? I didn't tell you. Sir, you look like the lion in the back of the barn. At that point, the master turned and looked at John and he said, John, what lion in the back of the barn? And John said, follow me, I'll show you. So John get to walking. And the master walked. Then John walked. Well, they got to the back of the barn. Now what y'all think been back there? How many think it was a lion? Raise your hand. Boy, y'all some smart people. When they got back there was a jackass. And the master said, John, that ain't no lion. That's a jackass. And John said, and you look just like him. Please study the life and the music of the Praise House. In the 1800s, there you will find the African not only singing plantation melodies, and I'll give you an example of that, and then they would sing spirituals as well. But around the low country of South Carolina, you must remember that the islands here, because of isolation, we continue to maintain the African culture because of isolation. So for the most part, unless you're in the mainland where integration would readily take place, here we tend to sing plantation melodies, traditional music. And for those of us who feel like we have a role, we will sing great arrangements of the Negro spiritual. Plantation melody. Oh my good Lord, show me the way. Oh my good Lord, show me the good Lord, show me the way. Enter the chariot, travel alone.
make up for life. Rolling on the river, in a lot of places in Memphis. Took a lot of train down in New Orleans. Big wheels keep on turning. Primary keep on burning. Yeah. Rolling, rolling, yeah. Rolling on the river. Yeah, we're rolling.